Good evening and welcome. I'm Sheila Balgobin and I am the Dream Decipherer, and I help you to crack the code of your sleep and dreams so you can sleep sound and dream deep. Tonight I'm going to be looking at a remedy that's based on coffee, but before I start, I'd like to give a bit of an explanation beforehand. Now, the suggestion I'm going to make tonight is a homeopathic remedy, and there's a lot of argument and fighting over whether homeopathy is valid or not. Typical medical science says it's nothing, therefore, it should have no effect. But having worked for many years, over 25 years, in fact, with homeopaths, who have used their remedies to great effect, including on myself, I have a tendency to disagree, but you have to make that decision for yourself. So, having said all of that, I'm going to be talking about a remedy called Coffea cruda, or raw coffee. But to start, I have to say that just as coffee can wind up the nerves, Coffea cruda, the homeopathic remedy, actually unwinds them and can ease many stress-related symptoms as it does this unwinding, including symptoms of hypersensitivity, nervous headaches, and sleeplessness, particularly with sleeplessness that's due to an overactive mind, excitement, or actually coffee. But if this is a natural tendency towards anxiety or one induced by excessive stress, Coffea is most helpful when for pain, like extreme pain from toothaches and nervous conditions. But coffea is commonly used by homeopaths for sleep and insomnia. So there you go, something that's based on coffee, but can actually help you to sleep. So coffee is used as a remedy for insomnia from when our thoughts are racing or you have a tendency to wake at the slightest noise. The mind is very excited and thoughts are racing. The remedy is also helpful for people who work very late and unable to get to sleep because their mind is still racing and processing too many thoughts. Uh, it's, as I say, indicated for insomnia or other effects such as or negative effects rather, from things like too much joy, surprise, or even grief. So the nervous system as a whole is actually affected in Coffea, both within their mental states, such as oversensitivity or insomnia, and nervous states, such as caused by toothaches or headaches. It's helpful for people with an overstimulated nervous system who react violently to any kind of noise, touch, or any of the senses. So people who are hypersensitive in general will benefit from using Coffea. It can also help with the nervousness, the jitters that comes from too much coffee, or from general ailments that may result from having too much coffee. So it's also indicated for, as I said, headaches and neuralgia, nerve pain, particularly extreme headaches or migraines that may be worsened by music. It can be used for mental exertion, talking, thinking, and sudden emotions that overcome people. It's also used to help with facial neuralgia, nerve pain in the face, of older coffee drinkers. So it's always best when taking any kind of remedies, to speak with an expert in the area, in this case a homeopath, whether classical, which they will go through a series of questions about your life and who you are, and what you like, what you don't like, things like that, or what they call practical homeopaths, who will treat the system. I mean, they do an intake interview, but they will more work with symptoms rather than going through a whole questionnaire. So there you have it. Caffeine that can, or caffeine based remedy that can actually help you to get some sleep. And if there is, you have any particular questions with regard to what would work for you specifically in terms of getting better sleep, you can always book a 15-minute mini assessment with me. And I will suggest things that are based on your particular situation. You can reach me and make an appointment at www.meetingwithsheila.com. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Have a great evening and start to the week. And I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.